Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank to my co-leader of RSPO Task Force on Smallholder, Sandra Sibold, and our newly recruited Task Force on Smallholder manager, Julia Magel, for working together in making some progresses from this RSPO Task Force on Smallholder. This is the overview of the presentations, where we are now at the moment. And I would like to update you from the outcomes of workshops in Jakarta and Port Dickson, Kuala Lumpur recently, and challenge in getting independent smallholder certified, and ways forward on the challenge and what RSPO and its member should do, and the new structures of smallholder works in RSPO. So where we are at the moment, since it was established in 2006, Task Force on Smallholder have made some progresses, especially in preparing the generic guidance for scheme smallholder and independent smallholder guidance, and also group certification protocols and accreditation for the group certification. And now we still, as task force, work until May 2011. RSPO just recruited task force manager in July 2011. We have been carrying out 2 capacity building workshops on the 14th to 15th November in Jakarta and 17th to 18th November in Port Dickson, Kuala Lumpur. Try to define ways forward of the most critical issues, especially on how to get independent smallholder certified. And there is a need to change the current task force model to a new RSPO structure, so the task force will be converted into working group under standard and certification standing committee. So what are the challenges? The first challenge in the organizations of independent smallholder, about how to develop and implement a good internal control system for the group manager and group certification system. Because RSPO puts standards, most of the burdens on the group manager rather than on the individual smallholders, as if this group manager is a superman and should be a superman. And of course, various possibilities can be a good example where cooperatives can play this role in organizing smallholder, mills, NGOs, businesses, government extension services were discussed in the workshop. But noting that each model has its own challenges. And there is a question, why don't we use the terms of group administration instead of group manager, because it covers quite a wide range of issues instead of only managing the group. And then the second challenge is challenge in defining conversion rate from FFB to crude palm oil. So the oil extraction rate is complicated issues. The recommendation in workshop in Jakarta to come up with 19.5%. In Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, it was suggested 20%. And then the third challenge of simplified HCV and social and environmental impact assessment. Keep it simple, that's the point. Indonesia has developed the toolkits as part of the National Interpretation Working Group appendage to the National Interpretation Independent Smallholder Group guidance documents. And then there is an agreement that simplified HCV assessment don't need to be done by independent assessors, and a group manager could conduct the assessment. And then the fourth challenge is the challenge in cost for independent smallholder certification. The first identified, of course, because the independent smallholder organization should be an RSPO member. And then, of course, the challenge is about RSPO membership fees, training costs, certification costs, implementing good management practices and administrative costs for group manager and documentation, etc. These costs are expected to be high, but no figures yet available at the moment. And then the last challenge in funding for independent smallholder certification. Who should take this responsibility of funding smallholder certification costs? Is it fully with RSPO or NGOs, government, companies, mills and banks, or other legal entities? So let's explore, of course, this is still a question. Because some buyers have expressed interest also in buying palm oil coming from specifically from smallholders, especially independent smallholder. The question is, are they willing to pay investment cost for certification program? Because getting them certified is one element of the certification program itself. Okay, defining ways forward for the organizations of independent smallholder. The first and the most important thing is that RSPO should assist in providing capacity building, not only for the group managers, but also for its members. So understanding these RSPO sustainability requirements is not only the responsibility of the superman, the group manager, but also they have to come together with the members itself. And RSPO, by developing toolkits, checklist templates, and manuals for potential group managers, and formulate standards or template for internal control system that potential group manager can then customize for their own groups. Of course, develop training material, conduct training programs for potential group managers, and formulate code of conduct for group managers, because this is an issue for potentially conflict of interest and potentially breach of internal control system. And then in defining ways forward for conversions of FFB to
2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes. Again, it's a conference. RSPO should consider the fixed EOR rate for trading smallholder certificate. In defining ways forward for simplified HCV and social environmental impact assessment, RSPO to engage consultant to look into available documents and experience in Thailand and also in Indonesia. It is recommended that the group can have started in Thailand, did their own type of HCV assessment should be allowed until while their form. In defining ways forward in addressing the cost factors, RSPO should consider reducing or waiving membership fees for independent smallholder groups, or subsidizing the cost of certification. RSPO also need to conduct a study on real costs involved for smallholder to go for certification. And defining ways forward for fundings, there will be a financial task force that should look into different funding mechanisms. IFC is currently designing terms of reference on funding mechanism, and then RSPO board has approved a proposal on Monday, 21st November, on the establishment of certification support fund for smallholders. In defining ways forward to marketing and promotion, there is a question about after certification, what's next? Because RSPO to ensure that market research will be carried out to determine if and how demand is really out there for certified sustainable smallholder crude palm oil.
Norman.
Yes. Okay, I still got 2 slides.
Norman.
Okay, please. I have to skip this and directly to defining other matters that to be resolved is especially the definition is now only cover 50 hectares for smallholder. Now the question is, what about smallholder bigger than above 50 hectares? So there is need to have a clarification on 424, which states all associated smallholders. Of course, that needs to be clarified because there are disagreement whether this includes or excludes independent smallholder. And the second aspect is how should be the non-oil revenue from FFB or empty fruit bunches that used for biogas fairly distributed to smallholders. And then this is the last slide, the proposed smallholder working groups. So the task force on smallholder is now supposed to be, should be converted into smallholder working group under the current RSPO structure standing and certification standing committee. Thank you.